Good morning, everyone. This is Ruth Mission Abuan, your senior vlogger. I tackle all possible issues of today and even that of yesterday, today, and tomorrow as long as it is worth knowing and sharing. If you did not subscribe to this channel yet, please do subscribe now and click the bell button to keep updated of new videos in case I cannot send the link promptly. Like and you may leave a comment or message as I gladly acknowledge and welcome all sort of interest. Today's vlog is an office review on the Registry of Deeds for the province of Cotabato located in Amas, North Cotabato. Why do we have to go to the office of the Registry of Deeds or ROD? People do visit the office of the Registry of Deeds if one needs an information about land titles. It is in this office that the service rendered to the public by the Land Registration Authority is almost done. The office exercises immediate administrative supervision over all provincial and city registers of deeds and other personnel within the region. It is an implementing office on all orders, decisions, and decrees promulgated relative to the registration of land titles within the region. The office of the Registry of Deeds in Amas, North Cotabato is inside the capital compound for North Cotabato Province. The distance from the office to the national highway is like 1 kilometer, so that if you do not have a private vehicle, it will be too much to walk, especially on broad daylight, and especially for a senior citizen like me. Though there is a catwalk, the gust of the heat of the wind will surely irritate you. There are tricycles, but not so many to cater all clients, if not even to those who really need a ride. So you could just imagine the discomfort and frustrations when you are asked by an ROD staff to come back after 2 hours because your application has still to be encoded. The office is of course filled with clients, although in a social distancing seats, but it does not guarantee safety from infection on this time of pandemic. Outside is a messy place of muds and stony surface, except the small roads going to the police regional office. Our vehicle was even stuck for a time due to the muddy hole in between parking spaces. I even commented, how could you let your client wait for 2 hours when there is no comfortable place to stay? Or if you could just consider the distance of the place or of the office. Anyways, there are two options to make the life of the Filipinos easier in this case, if I may recommend, at least from my point of view, to construct a better place or a comfortable area at least for people to wait. Simple bench under a shady area will do, I guess. It is not that expensive to cut from their office budget. Or better yet, do not ask the client to come back and forth and another 2 hours to wait for encoding purposes. A staff told me of the reason why a client has to go back to the BIR after the documents had been reassessed. It is all about a judiciary and the worth of the property. Why couldn't BIR and ROD, though a different government entity, could come up to a certain computation since everything is reflected in the documents that had been submitted? I think this is one of the policies that should be looked into. If a well-government managed policy office will just be implemented, we could save effort and money of the client, a Filipino, your very own countryman, a taxpayer. Let me end this vlog with a prayer that God will bestow the gift of care and thoughtfulness to every government staff, especially the management, for a satisfying and gratifying clients like you and me. This had been Ruth Mission Abuan, your senior vlogger. God bless everyone and see you on my next video.